Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Nuncio, aka none other, reporting to you live and direct. I'm just sitting here, just chilling in the whip, and I decided, man, I got a little time before you know, get driving and taking my laptop back to Apple because it is not working properly. Um, I thought I should just go ahead and shoot up a video real quick. So I was on Facebook, right? And I'm just like looking at some of the comments and some of the likes and dislikes of what people had to say about my views, my religious views, really pertaining to the church. And I'm like, you know what? A lot of people get it, but then it's like it's a small handful that don't. And I had a pastor tell me to my face, like, um, yo, I'm feeling the whole shit on the church thing. And I'm like, yo, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. I hope you do it for a month. Because um you will find out. You will spiritually grow, trust me. And if you are a pastor and you're watching this video, or you know a pastor watching this video, like, challenge them. Just see where your pastor's heart and mind is at, because you'll probably find out more about pastor by doing this than you would just going to church and seeing your pastor up in a pulpit in a place where it's comfortable every Sunday, and you think that, yeah, that's my pastor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that true testing, as I would say, the goes from the sheep, goes from the men and the women, and away from women. Because not that I'm saying, men from women, I'm talking about. But yeah, I think that it really set the tone as to uh who's really serious and who really has a true vision of what God is looking for in this day and time. And I think that what he's looking for are true, genuine people who have a heart to reach the lost no matter where they are. And I'm serious when I say this. I mean, if I had a church, I would have been shut my church down. As soon as I felt this over my spirit, I would have shut the church down. But have church at a crack house, straight up. Like, just take all your people, take a whole congregation, and just go to a street and talk to the neighborhood and say, do you mind if we have church on your street? Do you mind if we be the church on your street? And do it. And while you at it, the money that you would take and put in the RP, go buy some groceries for people that's on that street. Pay somebody's light bill. Pay somebody's electric bill. Give somebody some gas. You know what I'm saying? Go be the church. That's all I'm saying. And what? How it just turns people's lives around. And it would just unify the people. It would unite the people in such a way that it's just, you know, undeniably the truth that, man, they they are the real church right there. Trust me on that. And pastors, don't worry. Please don't worry about the whole thing of saying, like, well, I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills, man. God got you. He will pay it. All you gotta do is leave your water on. If you have a refrigerator, leave that plugged up, but then turn the fuse box off for everything else for a whole month. Just shut it down. I mean, if you run your business there, as far as like your church and stuff like that, the office and everything, that's cool. I could see that. But I'm talking about like how sometimes I'm hearing people say, well, what about how they're gonna pay their bills? How they're gonna be able to pay this and pay that or whatever? God got it. And if you are living outside of your means, then maybe you need to reconstruct uh what it is that God has given you. Maybe you need to be a little bit more responsible um to what He's given you. Period. I mean, it's really, really simple. It's simple mathematics. It's simple business. I mean, I hate to say ministry and business in the same sentence, but it is. I mean, people treat ministry like it's a business, and that's dead wrong. I cannot look in the Bible and find any type of business structure for a ministry. And I'm talking about the whole money thing. As much as I can find is that, Judas was over the money. Hint, hint. Judas was over the money, people. So was a crooked person over the money. Golly. Do you think so much has changed? Not much has changed. I'm not saying that everybody. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to put the church in a bad light. No, I'm not. Really, I'm not. All I'm saying is that God is really pushing it to the limit with you all, including myself. And he is saying, get me back out there where I belong. Get me back out there on them streets. And I saw a video today of the Stop the Violence, the official Stop the Violence music video for Cincinnati, Ohio. Hot. Absolutely hot. Now all we need to do is get that played on BET. The whole video, because the video is like 7.5 minutes long. That joint is lengthy. But the whole thing is hot. It's worth it. Or chop it up in 2 parts, you know what I'm saying? And make it a dual song. And play that on the radio. The Wiz need to pick that up. If y'all want to help out Wiz, 101.1 The Wiz, y'all need to pick this video up, pick this song up, and put it in heavy rotation instead of putting in the other crap that's in heavy rotation. But you know what? I understand it's your job. You're supposed to do it. Like they're really twisting and bending your arm to play that music. I understand. Sometimes I forget. I just get beside myself and I'm just like, you know what? These people can't help themselves. They can't help the fact that they're selling us out. They can't help that. They got bills to pay. They got to get it like they get it. You know what I'm saying? They got to get it while they're getting it good. Now, right now, negative music is good, so they got to pump that. Keep that in rotation because that's what is up. You know what I'm saying? And then also, another thing. In Chicago, it was a pastor. I mentioned it before in another video. He had took his congregation, some of his saints, and they went out like at 10 o'clock at night in some of the bad parts of Chicago. And was just approaching people, asking them if you want prayer. What? Are you serious? Is that what it's about now? I say yeah. I'm down with that. Just approaching people and giving them prayer and asking God to show up in their lives instead of trying to beat them over the head with a Bible verse like you expecting a change right then and there. No, just plant the seed. And what better seed can you plant in a person's life than their own personal experience when it comes to God? Ask them. I challenge you. Ask your neighbor. Ask your family member. Ask your friends on your job, at your school. Ask them, what is it that you need prayer for, that you need God to help you with? And I'm going to pray on your behalf. You pray with me, and we're going to see what God can do for you. And watch God show up. I believe God will show up. I know he will show up because I've seen it, firsthand experience. So try it, because who knows, when God answers that prayer for them, that might just win them over. That's all they may just need, is that personal experience. That's what people need. People don't necessarily need to hear another Bible story. Not really. They didn't need to hear Bible stories back then, did they? No. All they needed to hear was you are healed. They just needed a personal experience. That's what Christianity is all about. It's about giving people that personal experience. So I challenge you guys to do that. Let me check real quick this time. Yep, I'm at 9 minutes, so I have like another 3 more minutes. Then I'm gonna cut it short. But yeah, I'm saying, go out there, challenge yourself, challenge the individual, give God a challenge, even though it's really not a challenge, and watch God show up. Shut down your churches and watch God show up. He will show up and show out, I guarantee it. And like I said before, I'm so serious, man. I'm really gonna push this as a campaign. Probably unlike anything you've ever seen before, unless you go to Crossroads or go to a church that really invests in their ministry. But I'm really gonna push this. I'm really gonna you're gonna see videos, handouts, you're gonna see all type of stuff. Even for those who are interested in growing your church congregation, I got a handout on that. I got some literature that will blow your mind. Some things that God have shown me pertaining to the church and how to grow a church properly. I know how to do this. I've never grown a church before, and I know you're like, aha, I got you. How can you talk about something that you've never done before? Well, I've done church growing on a smaller level and not on a level in which you may think about a building. I've drawn crowds by simply asking one or two questions, and out in the public. You know what I'm saying? I've done preached to I preached in front of a frat house before, and people was drunk and everything, and people was like, oh, I don't want to hear it. And some people stayed. I say about 12 people stayed out there on the porch, and I just preached to them. I just told them the simple good news about Jesus Christ, and it was unbelievable. A guy was like getting ready to give his life over to Christ in the middle of the street. We sitting Indian style in the middle of the street, 12 o'clock at night. Right after a huge frat party, people was getting wasted and all type of stuff was going on. And it was one soul that was like, you know what? I'm hearing them I hear what they're saying, and it's making sense. God touched and reached them, and I pray right even now that that person, that seed, has stuck with them, and that their life has been changed, dramatically forever. But that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about outreach ministry. Another person who I saw on Facebook, Octavia Harris. If you Facebook her, friend her, she's cool people. She's talking about going out on September the 9th to do some outreach. I say go for it. Do it because it is definitely needed. Um, be a witness. Be the church. So that's all I got to say. That's all my time. I may go ahead and do a part 2 to this and continue the video. But tell the people, spread the word that the videos are going out in full effect now. And I'm also streaming live. So for those who want to know when I'm streaming live, just check my Facebook status from time to time and I'll let you know. Alright? So with that being said, I'm your boy Nuncio saying peace in y'all and confusion out.